Good morning. Here's a sneak peek at my first Spring Blooms journal. This is my prototype journal that I'm making to test out the ideas I have. I've used cereal boxes and cardstock to create a hardcover. It's been covered in fabric, and I used X stitching to go at the top and bottom of the spine. I left the middle bare so that I could use this lace as a closure. And I kept the cover really simple and clean because the inspiration for this collection is to create a beautiful, light, airy spring feel with some beautiful details, but not too busy. So I wanted the cover to kind of reflect what I'm going for here. Little hints of feminine lace and detail and beautiful colors, but not overwhelming. The inside of the cover is contact paper with this kind of white gray marble. And I've got a few pockets here, a little bit of lace on the front one. And then for the back, I wanted something that would be big, that I could tuck a couple of larger pieces in to play with while I'm building this journal. So I made a large top-down pocket with kind of a scalloped edge. And behind it, I also have a bookmark ribbon. I think this is a ribbon I might have gotten from the Dollar Tree a few years ago, but I love having this here to kind of mark my space and help me return to a specific page. And that's a really easy addition. And I put that between the cover and this pocket. And again, the lace is attached to the cover. I used my art glitter glue for this instead of Fabri-Tac because I like how when this dries, it's more matte. The Fabri-Tac, when it dries, tends to give kind of a shinier look, and I wanted the lace to just kind of fade away into the background and be real subtle. So I'm going to do a quick flip through and kind of show you the vibes of the Spring Bloom journal so far. Each signature is wrapped in a signature cover. Often I will use clear acetate, like a printed acetate, as kind of my signature wrap. With this one, I have a couple layers. I have a jelly printed piece of paper, a lacy doily, and then some tracing paper on top to give everything that kind of soft vellum-like feel. And I just really like how that accentuates and sets the tone for everything. I've got quite a bit of pink and purple and blue in this. So I've got a combination of regular copyweight paper, scrapbook paper. I did include a few built-in pockets because you can never have enough pockets. This is some really fun bubble printed paper. I've got some pre-printed lined pages, jelly prints, more jelly prints, a little bit of an edging here from a masterboard that was cut up. Little dictionary pages with some jelly printed, or maybe some stenciling on here. Some lined pages that I did with a pen. Jelly prints with botanicals, vintage music sheets, more lined paper. I did add a few little touches of lace to this so that there would be some ruffles and textures on the spine. Here's a reverse of a beautiful stencil that I found on clearance at Michael's for $3. That was very exciting. I've got quite a few book pages in here from a book on English roses. I found this, I want to say, at the thrift store, one of my local independent thrift stores. And it was such a deal. Yeah, see, there's a little thrift store sticker there. To get a hardback book like this with all these beautiful images. Just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous for spring and floral stuff. So there's quite a few of these pages tucked in here. They've got text on the back and just these beautiful photographs. Some jelly print, stencil experiments. Another page from a vintage floral gardening shrub book. Lined pages, a little stenciling here, that beautiful butterfly. I don't know if you can see the glimmer of the metallic paint here, but I love that. I added a little bit of a masterboard sheet to this page. Those are some of my favorite roses right there. Snip there. Other side of that butterfly. So I wanted to give some breathing room for the base of these journals with, you know, some blank spots, some kind of empty spots with some soft, beautiful colors to go along with that floral garden kind of theme that we've got going on here. All right, so that takes us to the end of that first signature. And the second signature is set up similarly with a similar cover. Another pocket here. I really love the gold foil accents on the scrapbook paper. Here's some more vellum, translucent vellum over a jelly print with some stamping on it. I think the way that these stenciled jelly prints came out is really cool. Little stamping experiment there. There's some more vintage lace stitched onto the pages. Some beautiful scrapbook paper. Again, more shiny gold. You can never have enough bling. And then I really like this jelly print. I did it for like, you know, a little more than half the page, so there would be space to write or collage or add on to here. And stamped on top of some more of that bubble paper. So I put some washi tape on top with a little glue to kind of hide the tails from the binding. Sometimes I'll have the tails come out and I'll attach things to them, but I kind of wanted to tuck them out of the way for this particular one. So they're tucked into there. This bubble paper just looks so cool from either side. Great little jelly print grunge there. I really like these purples and soft teals together. Those beautiful roses and lace. I like that washi tape on top of the lace stitching too. I'm starting to experiment with kind of covering part of the jelly printed pages so that you get them as a border and then you have space for writing or art. Translucent vellum, which I think looks really cool. Oh, and there's a little bit of stamping on the vellum so that you get layered butterflies. Pocket there. Yeah, and so this is the start of my Spring Blooms journal. I am going to be making 3 other journals very similar to this that will be available for purchase. But first, I'm going to finish playing with this one and figuring out what kind of items I want to include in the other journals, and then what kind of kits to build out to go with them. So I hope you enjoyed this flip through. Thank you so much if you stuck through all the way to the end. Please subscribe if you want to see more journal flip throughs.